Hi everybody, my name is Jan and I am a nurse and I work at Hôtel-Dieu Healthcare, which is a hospital in Windsor in the West End on Prince Road. I'm also a grandmother to three wonderful kids, Allison, Nathan, and Courtney, and they all call me Amma. So if you would like to call me Amma, that's okay too. So I was asked if I would take a few moments from my day and read a story to some folks that are out there in video land. And I had a hard time choosing a story that I thought would really work for everyone. And so I chose one of the stories that maybe you don't know so well. Maybe you do, and that would be great. One of the reasons I chose this story is because it's written by a Canadian author, a lady by the name of Élise Gravel. And the story is called, hold on a second for this one, it's called The Worst Book Ever. It's a pretty cool story, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the pictures, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this story as we go through. So here's a picture of what the storybook looks like. And my granddaughter Courtney was midway through reading this storybook. So I've taken her bookmark out and we're going to start from the beginning. Now here on this first page, there are some characters we're going to see throughout the book. This is Spidey. I call him Spidey. This guy looks like a potato. And I'm really not too sure what this fellow right here is. I'm just going to look, I think he maybe looks a little bit like a puffball. So the story starts out with our three fellows who are going to be commenting throughout the whole of the book. They don't like this story very much, but I do. And so it's called The Worst Book Ever. Interesting title choice, isn't it? I don't think people are going to read this. Well, I'm intrigued. So am I. So once upon a time in a land far, far away, oh, Spidey says it's a fairy tale. And our little puffball says, I like those. I like fairy tales too. It's always wonderful when there's castles and princes and princesses. Oh, and here we go. There was a very beautiful princess and a brave prince. Here's the princess and she's giggling, hee hee hee. And here's the prince, yo dude. And he's wearing a I love hot dogs shirt. I love hot dogs too. Spidey says, okay, another story about a prince and a princess. And our little potato guy says, I think I've read this one 1,000,000 times. And Puffball says, I like it. I'm a romantic. Are you a romantic? Do you like love stories and prince and princesses? The princess lived in a magnificent castle. And she's giggling here, hee hee hee. And Spidey says, okay, but what about us? Don't we get an introduction? I think we're nobodies. Speak for yourself, says our puffball. I'm sure I'm important. The beautiful princess was named Barbarot, and the handsome prince was named Putrick. What a name is that, Putrick? Yeah, hee hee. Putrick and Barbarot are looking at each other. Obviously, this is a tale about these two. But wait. What about our friends over here on this page? What are they thinking? That's not even how you spell princess. Ah, somebody's been doing their homework. You're right. This book is full of typos. Did it even have an editor? And our puffball, well, if we get bored, we can count on them for fun. So the prince went for a ride on his valiant horse, Buffoon. What a name! This Élise Gravel lady has a very interesting sense of humor. Let's head towards adventure, my proud steed, and off they go, clippity-clops. Oh, the illustrations are so bad, so bad. That poor Buffoon, oh my, he's so ugly. To be fair, horses are very hard to draw. I can't draw horses at all. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, Putrick is having a wonderful day. Also, it's not very clean in this book. Did the illustrator make this book on his or her lunch break? Sounds about right. I just stepped in something sticky. Oh, yum. Cookie crumbs. While this was happening, the princess rested. She was having a little sit down, a little time to herself, and there's a bee buzzing in the background. I could forgive the ugly drawings if the story was any good. Story's not so great yet, is it? Yep, nothing happens in this book. Anybody up for a game of chess? I like playing chess and checkers too. And she rested. I think I'm going to take a little nap, says our Spidey friend. I took your night. Ouch! They're having a game of chess. So what do you think? Is the book about the princess and the prince, or is it about our three friends? I think we'll have to wait and see. And she rested some more. Obviously, she was very tired. Yawn. Should we check back in on this story? Maybe later. I don't know. But this is so much more fun. Haha, it is. Checkmate. Somebody won the game of chess. Suddenly, there's some action happening, boys and girls. Suddenly, the princess was looking at the beautiful landscape. It was really beautiful. There were really beautiful trees, really beautiful flowers, a really beautiful blue sky, and a really beautiful lawn. So beautiful. It was so beautiful that the princess was really moved. That was a very long sentence with lots of beautifuls in it, wasn't it? Oh boy, the descriptions are really repetitive and quite boring. Yep, the author repeats himself a bit, or herself. My apologies to Ms. Gravel. I think she might have a limited vocabulary. She's even losing me now. Is this book almost over? I hope you're not resting and falling asleep following along with this book. Remember, it's called The Worst Book Ever, so just hang in there. We're getting there. Suddenly, another suddenly, notwithstanding Homeric tribulations that gargantuan and extratemporal taughtens the princesses pylorus. That was tongue-twisting, wasn't it, boys and girls? The ambidextrous reptilian scurrilously gained entry into the haberdashery, absconded with a bicorny, and dematerialized in a smotherings of booby loops. What the heck is a booby loops? Huh? What am I looking at? I have a headache all of a sudden. Hee hee. This princess doesn't seem to do very much, does she? Seriously, is the author trying to sound smart by using long words? It doesn't even make any sense. You know, I know people who do that. I'm not sure if she understands this herself. Booby loops isn't even a word. It's not in the dictionary. Suddenly, another suddenly, a big scary monster comes in. Rah! Poopy peepy fart booger. My grandchildren are not supposed to say that word. Oh my goodness. Whew, some action. It's about time. Potty humor though, of course. This author is so immature. Aw, come on, don't be a party pooper. This part is funny. Are you laughing out there? I don't know. Suddenly the monster wanted to eat Barbarot, but Barbarot didn't want him to. I'm going to eat you, says the monster. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That could go on for a long time. What's with this dialogue, says our Spidey friend. It doesn't add anything to the story at all. Suddenly, I don't think that author knows how to create suspense. Suddenly, I'm wondering if anyone is still reading this book. Well, I am. I hope you're sticking with me out there. Barbarot wanted to defend herself against the monster, but since she was just a girl, all she could do was scream. What? Just a girl? I don't know if I like this book anymore about this just a girl thing. Eek! Help! Point trick! Pew trick! I'm just a girl! Come and save me! Barbarot, I've arrived, says the prince. Oh no, on top of everything else, this book is sexist too? Yes, girls can save themselves, boys and girls. Barbarot barely had any dialogue the whole story. The author finally gives her some, and it's this? Come on, Barbarot, it's not 1850. You don't need a man to save you. Bang, blam, paff, bing, bow. Uh-oh, some gratuitous violence, very original. Now, boys, use your words. Oh dear, I hope they don't hurt themselves. Having finally defeated the evil monster, our hero Putra takes a break to enjoy an excellent Kiki Cola, the drink of pure heroes.
It's wild how thirst-quenching it is while building up my muscles. I must be dreaming. That's an ad in a book for kids? Not cool. Is that illegal? I don't know. Impressed by our hero and his really big muscles, Barbara Rote threw herself into his arms, pushing him. Kiss me, you strong man. Oh no, says Spidey. It's a love scene. Hey, there are kids reading this. Nah, they're going to kiss. Gross, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. The good King Pupert III decided to knight Putrick. It was a very impressive moment. And everybody in the kingdom was proud. Hey, did you guys notice that all the characters in this book look the same? I think they do, don't they? True, there's no diversity except for us and the monsters, says our little Puffball. Suddenly the characters wake up. It was just a dream all along. It wasn't real. It was just a dream. I had a horrible nightmare, says the princess. Who isn't really the princess, really, I suppose. Maybe because that's a dream too. I don't know. Well, it's over. That's the ending? That's not an ending. What a cliche is that? This kind of ending should be outlawed. It should be against the rules. Look, on the bright side, at least this horrible story is over. But is it over? Nope, another page. The end. Okay, says our friends. But what about us? How do we get out of here? Are we stuck in this book forever? Let us out. Let us out. It's a shame, though. The idea was good. And I think that's the end of the book. And see on the very back page, our little Puffball identifies all the words that were spelt wrong. So, I know that that isn't a story like some of the stories you may be told. But one of the things I like about that book particularly, is it actually talks a little bit about some stuff that we should all be talking about. It talks about girls being able to look after themselves, about the importance of looking after each other, about diversity, and about having friends that are different than you. And some of those things are things that you find in storybooks if you look for them. So I hope you enjoyed this few minutes with me today. Emma's saying hi to my three kids, Allison, Nathan, and Courtney, and to all the boys and girls out there that are at home right now, hopefully enjoying lots of good books, going to the libraries when you can, and having a good, safe time at home. So remember, wash your hands, stay home if you're sick, and stay 6 feet apart from people that you don't know. This is Emma saying goodbye. Take care. Bye now.